Hello guys, and it's K964 here, back for yet another video. And really today we're going to be building a standard control deck. Now this control deck will be a control deck based like no other, and really this is based on this whole card, Sunstreak Phoenix. Practically you may not have seen this card before because it's such a unique card. I've never ever played against this in standard before, so it is very unique. But practically it's a flying 4/2, and whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you may pay 2 if you do return Sunstreak Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Now there are many issues with this card that makes it bad. The idea is great. I just love the idea of it. The problem is, A, it doesn't have haste. Well, okay, no, that's not the first problem. The first problem is it doesn't enter the battlefield untapped, meaning you can't use it as a blocker. The second problem is that it doesn't have haste, because if it had those two things, if it entered the battlefield untapped and it had haste, it would be so good. And I would be seeing so many different decks out there that is like that. But unfortunately, that's not the way they designed the card, so we are left with a mediocre card at best, but I still reckon the idea is really cool. So we're going to try and build a competitive deck based on this. Okay, so really we're going to have that night-day synergies, and we need ways to discard the cards. So without further ado, let's get really into the nitty-gritty of building this deck. So this is really our win con, just dealing damage with them. So since it's a control deck, we need to focus on stopping the opponent from winning. But before we do that, we need to focus on cards that will make it day, make it night, and also cards that will help us discard it. And the best card to do this, you probably already have got this card in mind, but really it's the Celestus. The Celestus is great. It's a mana source, life gain, and it can also get us cards. So we just, yeah, love the fact that we have the Celestus option. And also you can tap it and change it to night, or change it from night to day. So that's really where we're looking. And for the other day night cards, I have tried a version of this deck before with Badrick. It doesn't really work that well. Badrick is too easily killed, especially since we kind of have no other creatures in this deck. So I don't think we really want any other night day creatures. The only other one is Suspicious Stowaway. We can also discard Sunstreak Phoenix, and it can help us draw cards at night. So I'm still not entirely sure what colours we're going for, but that is a card that we might want. So we're just going to put it in our sideboard, one copy of it in our sideboard for now. But really, we're just going to start with the control element here, and really you need a sweeper, and the best sweeper for that is really Brotherhood's End. It's just cheap, it's nice, and yeah, it can kill artifacts as well, so we love Brotherhood End. The only other sweeper that we will consider is not Burn Down the House, Temporal Firestorm. The reason why we prefer it over Burn Down the House is because of its second ability, well, its kickers, sorry. Burn Down the House does have the create 3/1/1 Red Devil tokens, but I reckon in the more control decks, Temporal Firestorm is better, purely because you do want to draw, well, you do want to leave your impactful cards really on the battlefield. So with that in mind, I reckon we're going to include maybe 2 in the sideboard. Brotherhood's End is main deck. Actually, we're going to swap that around. I just feel like Brotherhood's End isn't the best against certain decks, so we are going to have Brotherhood's End in our sideboard against those really more aggressive matchups, and Temporal Firestorm in our main deck for as a more like because it's Temporal Firestorm's more consistent. It's better against more decks than Brotherhood's End is. Okay, so really the other card that we could have done is Mistress Command. Mistress Command would be a great pairing with Vagic. However, the problems with Mistress Command is that, where is it? Yeah, here it is. If A, it doesn't damage the player, and B, the haste option doesn't really work on Sunstreak Phoenix because it does enter the battlefield tapped, assuming you get it from your graveyard. So we don't really want that much. In terms of Planeswalkers, I really think this deck is best as a Jeskai control deck. So we definitely want the Wandering Emperor. Reason is because the flash option allows it to cast it at the end of the next turn, and really get that night happening. Teferi is just great. I would run 4 copies of it, but really we want Teferi to we don't want it really in the early game, because we still want to have stuff to be able to control the game with it. So we don't like too many copies of Teferi because we don't want them to be stuck in our hand. The other Planeswalker we are considering is also Teferi, who slows the sunset. We like that. We just think we want more instant type stuff that we can use, which is why we do have the Wandering Emperor, because we don't want to really be placing this, but even though the life gain is nice. The other, just quickly a sidebar, the other option to do is go Power Stone version of this deck. I haven't tried that yet, but that might be cool. Maybe a Power Stone version, but I'm not sure how that would work. But for now, we're really going to try and hone in on the day-night type synergy here. So we do want a lot of instants, so we do want removal. And really, the removal we want in this deck is counter spells. So get rid of Planeswalkers. So the one that we want, okay, maybe the wording's different. I'm just gonna have to type in counter. It's gonna be instant. Actually no, the wording was correct, sorry. I just forgot they changed the way. Okay, the one that we want is all the way at the end. Syncope just comes up in so many circumstances. The other one I do like is Devious Cover Up, even though it is a little bit too expensive. The other one is Dissipate, is pretty nice. Just CBD Exile, but I reckon we do prefer Devious Cover Up, just because we want to be able to put those cards back, even though it is that tad more a bit expensive. So I don't want really we don't want to go too heavy on the counters. We also do want 25, maybe even 26 lands, so just going to keep that in mind. The next card we want is a card that I love to include in all my decks. And that's the Bankbuster. Bankbuster is great. Once again, you can tap it, and that doesn't count as casting something, so then it can become night. And also just the draw is great. But we do need early game removal, which is Flameburst Bolts. really Flameless Bolt is the best, or cut down, really, because Fable is such a popular card. It's in the two best decks at the moment, which is Mardu and Grixis, and I'm pretty sure it's the 4 of in each, and you really do need to be able to really counter, well, not counter, but you do really need to have a way to remove the token, and that's where Flameless Bolt comes in. It's also helpful with slowing down the pace of the game quite a bit as well. Okay, so the next thing we do want in this deck, speaking of Fable, we want Fable, and the other one is we just want a hard destroy spell. So really, Fateful Absence is really lovely. However, we don't like Fateful Absence at all. That's just really me personally, and really where this comes from is just the fact that it gives the opponent a clue, which is a massive thing. So we are going to include some Destroy Evils, and Fateful Absences can go on our sideboard against that more aggressive matchups. So currently we do like the deck as it stands. I'm just trying to think, what really are we missing? The one, oh, I forgot what it's called. The one card that we do like quite a bit. I swear it has, oh, here it is, Memory Deluge. We also like Memory Deluge quite a bit. So as for like how that fits in the deck, we're not sure. I am tempted to cut Fable, even though it is really a great card. We do like it quite a bit. Okay, so we're gonna cut one copy of Flameless Bolt, one copy of Destroy Evil. I reckon 12. The Celestis is a legendary. I want to cut one more thing. Maybe another Sunstreak Phoenix. Just in the sideboard. The sideboard is something that I do like to do after a couple of playtesting runs, really. So, yeah. So now we're just gonna fill in our land. I actually do one copy of each of these, depending. I actually don't have many deserted beaches. Okay. Okay, we need one more land. Actually, we need we're gonna go red. Okay, so now so we do have 25 lands currently, which is nice. And the next thing we do need is something to exile from the graveyard. We always need one of those. Typically, if I'm running black, I go for Graveyard Trespasser every single time. Okay, Fell was a card that we are missing, but we do have Temporal Firestorm instead. Yeah, we like having two Fateful Absences. We don't see ourselves using suspicious stowaway really. Okay. Yeah, I think unlicensed Hearst is really our best option, and it's just going to really be a 3 of, because we're not really going to use it for. Actually, Cemetery Protector is the card that we like a lot. Okay, so just looking at our sideboard at the moment, we like where it's at really. I'm tempted to click one more Teir in this deck, though I'm not sure what I'm going to take out. Maybe Syncopate. Okay, so now we're going to head into a few matches and really just see whether or not this deck is actually good, because it could just suck completely. So currently we are in Diamond ranked, so we're not Mythic yet. So we aren't playing the best of the best, but we still are doing playing pretty good people. So it will give us a great indication of how well this deck is actually. Okay, so Arena gives us the beneficiary of going first. Okay, we like this hand. The only problem is this is an untapped land. And would probably... Okay, great, we do draw an untapped land. So we are going to place our Bankbuster. It seems like we are up against what looks to be like Grixis. I think I'm going to play the Celestus now rather than tapping the Bankbuster. I reckon we should try and get Celestus on the field as early as possible. Okay, so no Fable this turn, which is great. But an Iron... I actually just did an early Temporal Firestorm. We do have 2 in our hand. And from the looks of things, they don't have much creatures, because they want to be doing a lot of non-creature spells just to go with the Iron Class, but... Okay, so another Blood Tithe Harvester. And only Coan. Interesting. This is definitely a unique deck, I'll give it to you, this guy. Okay, so we get another Celestus. I think we're gonna try and draw for another land. And we find it. Okay, so we're definitely going to draw a card here, and we're going to discard the spare copy of the Celestus. And the 1 life will come in handy. So already we are thinking Brotherhood's End would be a great card to sideboard in, no matter if we win or not. That's the card I forgot to include in a braid. Because currently we've got no way to remove artifacts. So the only core angle really does suck here. We don't really have the best blockers available either. Okay, so it's 17 to 13. Memory Deluge. Draw a Fable. I probably should have picked the land rather than destroy evil. We're gonna try and draw for another land. And he's probably gonna kill the token. Yep. Okay, we get another land. Place. Actually, I'll lie, we do have a way to kill artifacts, and that's really Brotherhoods. And so we're gonna draw. We don't really see a need for Teir at the moment. Okay. This is bad. Hopefully they do sacrifice. Okay, no. It would be nicer if they sacrifice the blood. Okay, at this stage... I don't think the Destroyer was going to come in handy at all. Okay, so we do draw another one. And we are going to sweep the field. And we are going to go down to 7. Okay, so I'm going to place Bank Buster. That's the other question, rather than a syncopate, do we want to make disappear? Because the make disappear is early better game, while syncopate does... Okay, so experimental synthesizer. That isn't really the best for us. Okay, Mishra's research deck. We do have 1 mana. We can counter a potential 1 mana spell. Sorry, not a 1 mana spell. If they tap all their mana, we can counter. So we can cast Syncopate for X equals 1. Okay. Just gotta go for the throat. Which is interestingly not going to use. We can't really counter anyway with Syncopate. So I wonder if we can do it now. Really, I reckon the one card that will save us here is the Wandering Emperor. Ah yes, he's probably safe. I'm just going to draw now. Okay, another Fable. Huh? Actually, it's not going to go to nighttime because... It's not going to go to nighttime because he's going to cast the Go for 3 and we are going to counter it. So X equals 2. You can always tap us down using the only cult animals. Okay, there's a Fable. And we also counter the Fable. Get that out of here. Okay, so we do want it to go to night just so we can start. We can start gaining that life. And he's probably gonna discard some of his constructs. Okay, so we go to 4. L5, we're gonna discard Battlefield Forge. Trying to think. We don't really have that much. Okay, now the only call Amber really seals the deal, so we are gonna have to concede. Okay. So we like farewells over firestorms and brotherhoods. And yeah. Do we want Teir freeze? I don't think Destroy Evils really come in handy with here. And probably another Flame Burst Bolt. Probably just take out one Fable. Really, that's the other thing about the Azorius version of Teferi. Teferi slays the Sunset. Is he can gain heaps of life. So, because we did choose to really neglect him from this deck, it does mean our life gain is pretty non-existent. We still have some in the form of the Wandering Emperor and the Celestis, but it's not at top levels, like say a Shieldred could gain heaps of life. A Archangel of Wrath could also gain heaps of life. But this deck really just has only a few life gain sources. Okay, so we like. In fact, we don't just like, we love the opening hand. Nice Bankbusters. And I'm feeling more confident in this deck, really, as it goes. This deck we have learned that we probably do need an upgrade, especially since Bankbusters is such a popular card. And just not having the ability to really answer them is something that I did miss out from this deck. Okay, so he's gonna Duress, and you can take our other Bankbuster or the Wandering Emperor, either one. Would probably rather he take the Wandering Emperor, to be honest. As much as it's a great card. Okay, he takes it. It's okay, Synchro is great. We're not gonna counter his Bloodtithe Officer, but we will counter it now. Unfortunately we won't be able to tap the Bankbuster if we do that, but okay, so that's fine with us. I'm gonna kill it now just in case he has a sorcery. Interesting. I'm trying to think what else I can use that voltage surge for, and our Fable jumps to mind. Okay, so we're not going to place our other Bankbuster because we do want to keep Syncope open. And also we can Memory Deluge, even though I'm pretty sure no matter what we will tap the Bankbuster rather than cast Memory Deluge. damage. Actually, maybe not. So, I haven't really played with movement really too much. I think we are well and truly on top of this game. Just having a counter spell in Syncopate is great. Okay, so here's your 4 mana. We're gonna let it through.
I don't need respect. Just don't.
Okay, so that's perfect for us.
My goons will make quick work of you.
Okay.
Pleasure doing this.
Okay, so really the plan there was to try and find a Brotherhood's End. But unfortunately we couldn't do that, so instead we're just going to place the Fable. But we still do have 1 or 2 more turns. We're going to let that through once again.
And you lose everything.
And that.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
So this is where Brotherhood's End would be great. Okay, so no, there it is, just on cue. I like a hand, so I don't want to discard it. I'm going to attack. That's what we're going to kill it so we can. Because this deals damage to Planeswalkers as well. Which is great. Unfortunately, we're going to have to pay one more attack land. That's just the reality. Okay, so we do have Devious Cover Up at the Syncopate both open to counter whatever else he places. We can let the Blood Tithe Harvester go. Okay, so we are going to counter. The copy still goes to the battlefield, however. Okay, so we're going to tap with the Bankbuster. Oh, that is a clutch draw if we've ever seen one. Okay, so yeah. We're definitely happy with the position we're in. Actually, there's no need to tap the Bankbuster. 1 damage is enough to kill it. Okay, so we do have counter spells to counter whatever he places. Okay, yeah, we don't see where we are losing this. We should be fine. Okay, there's a Teferi, finally. I'm gonna place the Teferi. And we're gonna start drawing cards.
You're right. There is much the past can teach us.
just gonna swing in with the Bank Buster and the Reflection. We would like it if they do block their reflection and our reflection, but the other thing is we are actually leaving our Teir pretty wide open, but should be fine as he will go to 6 after we do tap the Bank Buster. Okay. A Shieldred. Now he probably is gonna swing in with our Reflection. And we're gonna have to draw a card. Okay, we do get Sunstreak Phoenix. We are gonna Farewell. Actually, we're gonna place our land before we do Farewell. I'm just gonna exile all creatures. And we're gonna create a 2/2 Spirit. So that. So really, we should be fine as long as he does not top deck another Shieldred. The mistake I made there was I didn't leave enough mana open. Devious Color up, which is actually a pretty big issue. Okay, so we can see that we go to game 3. Yeah, that was just a massive mistake by me. Whew. Yeah, I think Faithful Absence is really the best way to deal with Shieldred. The reason why we chose Faithful Absence instead of Destroy Evil is it can target other creatures if we do need it to be. Okay, so this guy's not gonna like us at all. Unfortunately, we did draw a lot of pain lands. Okay, Flame Vessel Bolt, great card. Okay, Mishra's Research Deck. Okay, we draw a Bank Buster. Perfect. Okay, he's gonna sacrifice it. He probably already has another land. Okay, no he doesn't. That is extremely unlucky for the opposition. Just doesn't get that land. We can play Silent Cross at least until we kill it. Okay, so we too also need to start drawing land. Perfect, perfect. Unless he's a Brotherhood's End, we'll be fine, and we doubt he will have a Brotherhood's End. I'm gonna Flame Vessel here next turn. Okay, so we do have the mana open to play the Wandering Emperor, but we're probably just gonna double tap our Bank Busters here. We love the position we're in, really. Though it is too early to say who's got this. So your opponent discards Bank, his own Bank Buster. Does place an Lightning Blast. And does duress us. Okay, so let's have our sweepers on board, and there's a Sunstreak Phoenix, and you can see it. Okay, so that's a good victory, and a great starting match. That's all 1-up to us. Okay, so what we discovered there is it's really going to be best if we do have access to really the braids, So what I am thinking at the moment, well, by braids I mean cards that can remove artifacts, apart from, of course, Brotherhood's End. So what I'm thinking for an abrade is that we take out a Diva's cover up and we add 2 abrades instead, and take away the Sunstreak, the 3rd Sunstreak Phoenix in our sideboard, and add another abrade. Yep, that's what we like. Oh, but I do like having hard counters. Hard counters in the deck, but I just think Devious cover-up's a little bit too expensive. We do prefer Dissipates. So we're gonna put 1 Destroy Evil in our graveyard. I don't think we want Fateful Absences. It's just honest truth really here. And we're gonna put yeah, we're gonna put a Tephra in the sideboard. Okay, so that is the first deck editing. We're really just gonna fiddle around with those spots. Really, but really the big question is this deck good because it's a control deck, or because the Sunstreak Phoenix, no Sunstreak Phoenix really provide anything to this deck. So obviously we're gonna mulligan that hand. I'm gonna put away the Wandering Emperor. Okay, a second Reckon of Bankbuster is great. So he does play Blood Tithe Harvester. And there is a Sunstreak Phoenix. An opponent does go into favor. Flame Blast Bolt would be a great deck here. However, we do get a Battlefield Forge. I think we are going to just let the opposition create tokens. We're going to really try and focus on our own game, rather than worrying too much about what the opponent does at this stage. Okay, maybe we do need to worry about what our opponent does. 2 Titans of Industry does not. Okay, so he's gonna go for the throat. What we are on the lookout is the Glory of Gigs. We really don't want them placing the card. Okay, so another favorite. We are in some trouble here. Really, I think the only way we can really come back from this is a Temporal Firestorm. So we're just gonna kill one of the Building Shamans. We go to 7. He places young Bankbuster, we let that through. Now we are gonna Bankbuster. Okay, we do need a Flame Blast Bolt as well. And we've seen a Braid. Okay. So this draw, okay. Okay. so what we're gonna do is really the smartest way that would really have been find boss bolt, but we really need to start trying to think about how we win this game, not how we prolong our death. Well, how do we see ourselves not losing? Okay, that is dead. Because really what we're going to do is draw, get that 5th land, and place Flame Best Bolt. But unfortunately it didn't work out. Okay, so once again, we're like Brotherhood's End. I'm tempted to take out Teir. Maybe Memory Delusion instead. Okay, so what we are worried about here is really the Sunshine Phoenix hasn't really come into play yet. Okay, so we are lacking that 3rd, or that 2nd, sorry, red mana source. Okay, there it is. Okay, well, I probably should have placed that on 2nd boards, but we do like the way this match is going. So we are gonna discard the Brotherhood's End. And we're gonna attack. And he's gonna cruise, so then we're gonna just return fire, destroy the Bankbuster with our Abrade. Okay, and 17 to 20. Okay, the Vortex so we can play through it. It's not really the most concerning thing at the moment, really. He's probably gonna kill. Oh, damn it. Actually, that's fine. Let's make sure he can't really kill other ones. Yes, we do seem to be flooding out just a little bit, but that's fine. As long as our Bankbuster stays on board, we should be good. He's probably going to kill our Reflection with the Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, so he places Besieging. And we're going to counter for 2. And there goes our Reflection. We're gonna tap the Bankbuster. And tap it again. Okay, Teir's a great draw, yeah. Really, we're just going to start drawing cards. We want to really draw a Warning Empire, because what we are scared about is him putting a ton of Industry into the graveyard and then reanimating it with the Cruelty of Gix. Okay, so that does not happen. Invoke Despair instead. Okay, so that does suck. they're gonna try and draw again, and we draw another line. Okay, so we cast another one. Suddenly it's 12 to 9, and he does have the card advantage. Places another line. Seems like the only thing. Okay, so there's a Phoenix. Really, we can hard cast it. He's gonna duress and take our Brotherhood's End. He does have 6 mana. Okay, so there goes Shield. So we are in a little bit of a pickle here. We really have no way to kill Shieldred. Okay, so it does look like we will lose this match. I think we will have to top deck a Temporal Firestorm. Okay, so there goes Fable. I'm not really sure what I was going to do with Fable anyway. Now he's going to attack. Maybe not. Doesn't attack. And we've lost. Okay, so Shieldred is a massive problem for us. And I just think I sideboarded too much out, so we didn't really have anything to really counter that Shieldred. Okay, so I actually have noticed this deck is gone. We have been trying not the best record, but we like a lot of things about it, and don't draw a Bankbuster. I feel like so that is just something that we do need to keep in mind badly, personally. Sunstreak Phoenix. So what I'm probably going to try and do in the future is definitely really a Jeskai controller. I just haven't had it. I feel like Sunstreak Phoenix. That is interesting. I wouldn't say it doesn't work. Just right now doesn't work in this kind of shell of like a full control deck. So we are probably it's not really different from the usual Jeskai control. You could see have to be like buy, but we are going to keep trying until we try to create a great Jeskai deck, just to see whether or not it is worth it trying to get it out of this frame, except this guy. So we're going to open cards, Storm, Carved Coast. So don't be discouraged. I feel like this deck definitely does have a lot of potential. I just feel like we just didn't really hone into the Night Day control stuff that well, which is why we are probably going to play the Bankbuster on the Sunstreak Phoenix and the Celeste this deck, and really just meld it. Be interested to see maybe his own Fable Jeskai control deck. So those are just my post Onico and experimental thoughts on this deck. So CGB, so make sure you guys subscribe, because we are going to try and build some cool decks or something more like this in the future, decks that you really haven't really seen before. If you did like this video, we do have, this time we do have a few braids. It's another deck that we can play, that we do have. It didn't really work out so well, but it definitely does have potential, just like this deck. So yeah, We're getting closer and closer. Okay, so he destroys to really cracking that interesting deck building skill wide open and just showing everybody how to really do it. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, and have a cool rest of your day. Think of attacking with a Golden Shaman and seeing if he lets him through. But we're not going to do that. We do prefer the Celestis this stage. Okay, so he's probably going to sacrifice Mistress Lisa's deck here with the anvil. Actually, or not. Yeah, sorry, he should not have done that with the anvil. That was just me being stupid. Okay, so Teething Wormlet. If you watched our last Group of Treasures video, it's a great card. We do need to kill it as soon as possible. We have enough. Do we have another artifact into play? Probably not. So he's gonna attack with our Skyfisher Spider. I'm gonna let it through. He's gonna unearth. He's gonna gain 1 life, sacrifice it. Okay, so I'm assuming he's got a Blood Tithe Harvester on the way. We're gonna draw a card and probably get a Temporal Firestorm. Okay, so no Temporal Firestorm. We are probably just going to attack. I think having a lot of treasure will be useful, especially later on in the game, so we are going to try and in terms of the Teething Wormlet, we are going to kill that with a Flameless Bolt. Okay, so right now I reckon what we are looking for is an Abrade. We have been in this deck before, so he's going to sacrifice the 1/1, and he's going to destroy. I can't imagine he can destroy. So we're going to we'll tap it, really try and. Okay, so no. Really, this is just going to be used as a diversion.
Here I am.
And nothing really more.
Now that is an interesting thing.
Okay, so that Flame Dust Bolt might come in handy later. Yeah, we're gonna attack with it. If he blocks with the Skyfisher's Spider, we will Flame Dust Bolt that, otherwise we will Flame Dust Bolt Blood Tithe Harvester. Good extra damage. Okay, so we have, okay, we could have lost. All you need to do is sacrifice the blood token that turn. He's gonna go Teir. That's really not the smartest move by the opposition. In the meantime, we're gonna try and search for that firestorm. We do not find it, unfortunately. He's gonna get 2 attempts, okay? 2 attempts at drawing maybe a match-winning card. Discards a land. Honestly, I don't really see us winning from this point on. So we're dead next turn, practically. This is where we do need something like a farewell. Yeah, we don't really draw anything. Okay. So I'm going to include some farewells. Brotherhoods. Part of me just okay. So I really thinking cutting Senshi Phoenix here, but really I just wanna really see if it works, cause yeah, who knows? I don't think it does, to be honest. But I think we have found a very strong archetype in Jeskai control. That sucks with a capital S. Could take away my Syncope, my Wandering Emperor, or my Brotherhood's End. All grey cards. Okay, so takes away the Wandering Emperor. We're gonna place our Bankbuster. Did not see that one coming. Okay, so we're just going to place our Janja, trying to conceal as much information as possible from our opponent. Really, without the Bankbuster, it really allows us just to really focus in on syncopating whatever he places. Especially that. I feel like I have to, really. The only other option is really syncopate. I really just... Okay, yeah. So he does wipe our whole board with that. We do get this less of this. I reckon this is where Sunstreet Phoenix will shine. Unfortunately, we can't get that. We definitely do need more land, so I'm gonna place it. Okay, so we draw our land. We discard it. And discard 2 more land. He's gonna dress. Yeah, we're gonna let him. You can take his pick if you want. We do not like the Teir limit. But he's probably gonna try and bait the synchro bait out, and guaranteed he's probably gonna place. And a brain. Okay, so unfortunately this does happen before. It dissipates the worst. However, we do not want to shoot him, so... we are in some trouble here. And quite a bit of trouble as well. Really, we want to top deck here with farewell. Okay, another dissipate. We're gonna try and fetch something. Okay, no bread very useful. Okay, so it becomes a night. We're gonna discard the planes. The reason why we didn't do on this turn is we're going to kill the blood titans. Okay. Teeth. Yeah, gonna have 2 more turns to stay alive. We're gonna keep Sock and Zan in our hand. Really just to like, because it can be used as blockers, which may be only just slightly useful later on. You really need that Brotherhood and all that farewell. Okay, I'm assuming he's going to Brotherhood and I reckon a Bankbuster. Yep. Oh, and does Elastus as well. Okay, so really, if we top deck a farewell, we're back into it. Okay, so we have lost. That is unfortunate. Really, just to say so.